Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Messi thinks about the shot. Cantona. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That is ended up in no man's land. Cantona. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nedved. It's Nedved! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Nedved really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Shot a goal! He's delivered all right! Galatasaray finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he thumps it clear. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Irwin. That's Nedved. Knocks it out wide. Now this could be a chance. And a shot! Shevchenko, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Yaya Toure. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
You know, Peter, I'm relishing the chance to see the cool and classy Rafa Marquez. He has a composure about his game that most defenders envy, and that enables him to be used as a deep-line midfielder too.
Yeah, the defender's defender.
A great reader of the game.
Tika. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And no, that was never going to make it. Played in by Owen. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played.
Ibrahimovic! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Henderson is there, and he can get that clear. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Irwin. Now that's well seen too. Donatoni. And now the breakaway. And it's Ronaldinho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a decent clearance. Van Nistelrooy, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Marquez promptly onto that, and that is that. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Irwin. He's picked his way through. There's the delivery. De Gea claims it. Safe hands.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
That's the throw. Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Bosnia and Herzegovina looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Ibrahimovic. Now that is a hefty challenge. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chance here to counter. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Osimhen.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good.
Decent chance! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Lopez. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Tries to play it through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's their second corner of the game. A header! And now a sudden chance to counter.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. It's it! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. There's the start of the second half. Neymar. Turns and a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Cross into terrific header. They've scored! The second half sparks straight into life. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Real chance for a shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. Ibrahimovic! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vermeer. Van Nistelrooy. Bosnia and Herzegovina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Cannavaro. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Donatoni. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nesta. Nedved. Now it's Osimhen. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Vermeer.
That's good play from him.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ronaldinho is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Strong running down that left flank. Played into space out wide.
Substitutions taking place.
Jordan Henderson. That's Cannavaro. Oh, good read. He's away! It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Kaka. Nedved. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he's great chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cannavaro. Great vision. Osimhen, he's found a way through. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. De Gea looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Off the post! Bojan. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now the ball's gone astray. That's an imaginative pass. And the ball is out of play. Nesta. Henderson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cannavaro. Cannavaro. Davids. And the pass is intercepted. Van Nistelrooy. Davids. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Osimhen. Isco. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, the movement. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Jordan Henderson has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
5 minutes added time.
Looking for options for movement. Isco. And he's searching through. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, well played, well played. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, good ball. Shot, surely! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Just a quick announcement.
Osimhen claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Turkey have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite...
Can he finish? Tries to pass it through. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Bale! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And this is Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Now it's Pele. And the finish! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Seedorf. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he welcomes it in. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And here's Bale. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Seedorf. He has a look up. That's tidy.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, it dominates aerially so often. Ronaldinho. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Vieira. Shevchenko. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Turkey trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition.
Tries a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
That has not gone well. Knocks it out wide. Messi, and this is Messi. He gets big. It's hit the uprights.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great vision. He can run onto that. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. Ronaldinho. And the counter is on. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Played out wide. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Oh, sweet feet. Seedorf stood his ground strongly. And it's Vieira. Hernes. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Bergomi. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender.
There will be one.
That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So the would-be breakthrough moment. Doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not...
And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Turkey, number 9, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
And we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Ibrahimovic. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's picked his way through. Has crossed in. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Turan. Now Rafael Varane. Hernes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Takes a shot! He would have been quick to recover this. In he goes again! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Yeah, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution for Turkey.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Decent chance! Oh, number 3 coming up.
Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Number 6, Conte. Substitutions taking place.
They've played it short. And this is Kante. Chance for a shot! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected.
He's got full. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Substitution for Turkey, number 80, Ronaldinho. Coming on the field is number 67, Hernes.
Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. Vinicius Junior is having a shot! Goal! Turkey! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Turkey get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hernus gets into some space. Ibrahimovic herring after the ball here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's he's had a shot! Brilliant from Leao! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now, header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rafael Leao is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rummenigge. And the through ball. Very nicely done. And the shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's made its way to him. Now this could be a chance. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ronaldinho. Hernus. He is through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And claimed it back swiftly. Hernus.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And they can counter here. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That was lovely, that.
And he's intervened well there. Rafael Varane. That's really well manoeuvred. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, what a ball! Seedorf. Rafael Leao, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Clarence Seedorf, Jim, a player of immense intelligence and relentless brilliance.
Yeah, he is the total midfielder, Peter. He's essentially a 10, an 8 and a 6 all in one. His tactical intelligence, his athleticism is really...
Best! Brilliant save from Buffon! And the counter is on. That has been slung wide. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Pirlo. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Del Piero. Picked out, shot at goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, they could break here. Bonucci cuts out the pass. Bullet. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Del Piero. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Puyol. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's Thuram. Now it's Osimhen. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ronaldinho is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Osimhen. And they're back on the ball again. Davids. Now it's Del Piero. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Davids. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And they're not going to make any further progress. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Galatasaray have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And here's Osimhen. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Best! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Bergomi. Triol. Thuram.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Looks a smashing ball. Messi, nice interception, well timed. And that pass. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick request today.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Triol.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well read, nice interception. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Del Piero, taken back almost at once. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He can run onto that. There's the shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Just about up to the hour now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Great vision, and he's picked out the run. Bullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he was quick to react. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's running through. Big chance! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 2.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 21.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Number 16.
And here's Del Piero. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's having a shot! Goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Dembele. And it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Great chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Cannavaro. Lam. And this is Bale. It's Bale! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Can he get on the end of this? I think we're just about done here. And this is Del Piero.
Bale! He scores!
They have stolen level at the last! Any thoughts on the goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Played into space, and this is Del Piero. Triol. Ledved. Now it's Shevchenko, and this is Hullet. Hullet is flagged offside. Now that's well seen too. And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium, looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch. So much like classic European stadia. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, there is the formidable figure of Ronald Araujo. He's happy to go shin to shin with anyone.
Yeah, an absolute colossus at the back, and endeared himself to the fans even more by getting on the score sheet. Remember that game in Madrid back in 2022?
Chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's been shifted off it. Vinicius Junior. And he cuts out the supply. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Ernest. Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he thumps it clear. Triol. Looking to play him in. Triol gets across to intercept that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Araujo calmly anticipates. Pirlo. Out to the left it goes. He's found the way through. And he's taking no chances there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ernest. And this is Ibrahimovic. Hullet and Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Maldini gets it away. Some really good ball movement. Nice interception, well timed. Ball's gone out of play. So we're still where we started right now. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, he's been real chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's quick to get it clear again. Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! And a chance! And he's there to clear it. Now it's Messi. Fired deep towards the back post. And he's heaved it away. Shifted upfield. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. the most accurate pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. One-nil here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No, that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
There will be
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can clear their lines. Well, they've got it again. Rummenigge. No. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Lazio clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He has found the way through. Can he get on the end of this? Hoeneß with the cross. Well, that looks a decent ball. And here's Messi. And he's well positioned here. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Messi, and it's been played through, and this is Ibrahimovic. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've...
Honest!
The attendance for this match was
That is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, important interception. Keeper's got good distance on that. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, played right into his path. And this is Messi. Can he finish? Nicely weighted ball. Lazio are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bergomi. And reclaimed it in a trice. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it into space. Ball driven towards... Oh, smash! Oh, crossbar! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Rummenigge. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ah, that's a fine interception. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Some resolute defending there. Hernes. Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge. He's tried one! Lacking in accuracy.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It's a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Oh, no joy this time. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but it's Dembele! Now it's Osimhen. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's there to get it away.
Rooney really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tries a shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident and assured character.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Messi. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Davids did well to stay calm there. Davids, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Maradona. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, well measured. Del Piero. He's shifting through. Up he goes! Oh, he's hit the bar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Costa Curta. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Messi. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Tries to pass it through. Oh, terrible pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Looking here to chip it through. Good. He's had a shot! Top class from Thuram! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Turkey have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Davids takes control of it and he's on the move. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Thuram. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Kante cuts it out. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Ronaldinho. And this is Messi. Ibrahimovic! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero. And he's there to clear it. Thuram. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And here's Romario. Turkey finding their passes. Oh, that it, Thuram! And he comes up trumps again. Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He is through here! And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Romario. Now it's Maradona. Now it's Gnabry. He's picked his way through. Now it's Romario. He has a look up. Maradona! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Kante gets it. And there is the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
for
at this
information
stage.
provided by the local police.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rafael Varane. Messi. Ronaldinho. Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Costa Curta getting this one clear. Davids. Shoots! And yes, it's there! The second half off to a spectacular start. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And here's Shevchenko. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's... And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that is expertly dealt with. Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Romario in the hunt and looking threatening. Now it's Ronaldinho. Messi. And this is Messi. Messi's cross. Costa Curta tries to clear.
Well, that'll certainly improve their move. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Pings in across. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Turns and goes back. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's... Oh, he's been caught! And again! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Substitution on the field.
Turkey have their second corner now.
Shevchenko. Number 11, Del Piero. Coming on the field, number 45, Osman. Number 10, Bullet. Substitution in
Ronaldinho
progress.
gets it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Gnabry. Gnabry on a strong run down the right. And it's Conte. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Messi. He's got away.
That's good play from him.
He is just caressing the ball. Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end up.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's really well manoeuvred. And Romario! Goal! Turkey! And they get themselves in front! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Turkey go into the lead. It's so off Messi! That is some save from De Gea. And he's managed to get free. Guti going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's in on goal. That is good strength. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Turkey can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
In with the challenge. And here's Kubo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, good take in a good area. Can he finish? There will be 4 extra minutes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception, well timed. Kubo. Pass somewhat off target. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.